Hi, thank you for tuning in. Nice looking Friday morning. A couple of things I want to tell you real quickly. Today is Women Veterans Appreciation Day. There is an event happening this evening from 6:30 till 9 in Gainesville at the Buchholz High School, and it's titled "A Piece of My Heart" by Shirley Lauro. And if you want to know more, this is up in Gainesville, of course, you'll have to call Cheryl Tillman. Her number is 352-379-4064. So an annual event. It's called Women Veterans Appreciation Day up in Gainesville. And then tonight, now Galen Unold is on the phone right now. He is going to help out the Special Olympics tomorrow simply by playing golf. He's going to be in the golf tournament. I believe Joe Martone is in the golf tournament. I believe Dan Martone is in the golf tournament. And
okay, nice.
I believe I don't think they're all on the same team, though.
Oh, Joe Jr., maybe he's on there.
He might be doing it as well. I don't know. So if you can get to that, we'll give you information in a second how you can do it, unless it's already filled. I'm not really sure. But there's another event this evening that also helps to support Special Olympics of Marion County, and it's the dinner and drinks, and it's a nice adult night out, and it's all taking place at the Bonkers Comedy Club at OBS, so Calibre Sounds. And when you go, if you go, you will be having, it'll be like like you're having a dream, because you're going to be standing with these hugely famous sports figures from the world of football, baseball, hockey, wrestling, the Hot Rod Association. I think Don Garlis is going to be there.
Oh, okay.
PBA, what's that one? What's PBA stand for?
Basketball, I think. Professional Basketball Association?
I don't know. Maybe Galen will know all this stuff.
Bull Riders.
What is it? Oh, Bull Riders? Okay.
PBA is the Bowling Association. I'm sorry.
Oh, bowling. Okay.
Oh, bowling.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, there's a professional bowler. Very famous professional bowler. Anyway, so that's tonight, 6 till 10. I'm sorry. Really great opportunity. You don't have to worry about, you know, sometimes when you see a famous person, you're afraid to ask them for their autograph. They want you to ask. They want you to pose with them for pictures. It's all to help raise money for Special Olympics. And Don Nottingham is the guy who made this all happen. Well, he and Maria Roman. Let's not forget Maria.
No.
But anyway, so they are doing this, and tonight is the night. If you want to go, if you don't do it, then you're not. Then tomorrow you're going to say, "Oh man, I should have done it." I can't. So many people after the Six Gun reunion were posting on Facebook. Man, I can't believe I missed it.
Yeah.
Well, that happens. People miss things, but I'm trying to help you out here.
That.
You know somebody. This is a 501c3 nonprofit. I guess you have to take our word for it. These are up and up people, and the money will go to where they say it's going.
Exactly.
Galen Unold is on the phone from LifeSouth Community Blood Center. Hey, Galen.
Hey, good morning, Larry, Robin. How are y'all?
Pretty good. Yeah, I'm looking at the notes here. So PBA is, what else is? Oh, Police Benevolent Association. That's what I was thinking.
Oh, okay.
But Professional Bowlers Association, I guess, is what that is.
Yep.
Are you good at bowling?
No, I stink at it.
Are you good at golf?
I enjoy it.
Are you good at golf?
Yeah.
You are good at golf?
Yeah, I used to be much better than I am now, but yeah, I'm probably better than most, yeah.
Are you good at golf naturally, or do you have to practice?
Well, I mean, I started playing golf when I was 4. I mean, I played a lot of golf between the ages when I was young. And then I quit when I was 12. So.
But you play it a lot now? So do you?
I don't play it as much as I did when I kid. I played it like every day for 6 years.
Really? So do you notice? Do you notice that your game suffers if you haven't played in a while? Like this happens to musicians all the time. If you haven't played in a while, you're not going to be able to play as well until you get the rest worked out.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I'm not so good that it matters that much. But absolutely, the more I play, the better I get. Especially your putting gets better. Your short game, your chipping and your putting, gets better. But yeah, absolutely.
Now Joe was saying, I don't know the names, but Joe's got 2 professionals on his team. I don't know who they are, but two professional golfers.
Oh, okay.
So he said he's just going to have fun. Let them win.
All right, good for him. Well, my LifeSouth won it last year, and so we're coming back again this year.
This is very competitive for you, right?
So I'm not playing with WOCA now.
Pressure's on.
And no, it's kind of Dan is a little miffed by this.
Oh, really?
Because I said I was going to play with him. And then LifeSouth decided to put in a team, and so
okay.
we're going to go out there and do what we do, which is just win. Just win.
But you have two WOCA teams, from what I understand, because it sounds like Joe.
Oh, really? I didn't know that.
Well, yeah, it sounds like Dan kicked Joe off of his team. So.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm going to be honest with you. That was a smart move by Dan. I've seen his father play. And I love Joe.
See, this is what would happen if I had
a bell inside the cart.
This is what would happen. Nobody would want me on the team. Everybody would be happy that I wasn't on their team. Mm-hmm. See?
Yeah.
But we played with Joe that first year, and we had fun.
Yeah, but that year nobody cared.
Yeah.
Robert, if it was you and I on a team, we'd have to have two other people that everybody knew. Okay, that team, forget it. That's the losingest team.
Exactly.
That's the losingest team.
Yeah, they kicked me off. They did. Out of there. It's okay, Joe. We love you. You can still be on.
But I think it would only be fair. I think it would only be fair, though, that we invite everybody to participate in something we could win at.
Yeah.
I don't know what that would be.
Yeah.
But we have to figure something out.
Well, now that the gauntlet is thrown by Galen and the dance team, since Dan kicked Joe off, I hope Joe's team wins.
Oh, you're rooting for Joe's team?
I do. He's the underdog.
Unless the two people he has are really good. I think Joe's got no shot of winning this thing. None.
Prove him wrong, Joe.
They may charge him more for the damage he does to the sport.
Gee.
But really, if you get a foursome together and get out there and play, because it is it's a beautiful course. We're playing out at Candler Hills, and shotgun start tomorrow at 9:00, and there's breakfast beforehand, and it's just a lot of fun. It's a great tournament. It's very organized, good pace of play, and you're going to have a great time. So just get out there and enjoy it.
The phone number to call and the person to speak to is Maria. Mm-hmm. Am I saying her name right? Maria.
Yes.
Maria Roman. Because sometimes we call her Connie. That's I know.
Yeah, that's like her middle name. She's
anyway. Her number is 352-988-7998. I'll read it again, but let me just tell you, she's the person to call for both the event tonight, the dinner. Mm-hmm. I could win at this. I could win at the dinner.
Yeah.
Tom Davis is going to go to the dinner, so
is he really?
He's going to be representing LifeSouth tonight. Yeah, I couldn't make it.
Okay.
But Tom Davis will be there.
So the dinner tonight, and then tomorrow is the golf, and Connie is the person, or Maria is the person to speak to in either case. She doesn't care if you call her Connie or Maria. She goes by both names.
Yes, she does.
I do the same thing. I'm Larry.
As long as you write a check to the Special Olympics, or anything.
So 352-988-7998. We do not have any free tickets to give away, by the way, if you're waiting for that. We don't wait for that because we don't have it.
No.
352-988-7998.
You can't give away free tickets because this is a fundraiser.
Right.
So, they have to pay for the food and everything else. And so, it's a big deal.
And by the way, when you get a ticket for tonight, it also includes 2 bar visits, 2 drinks, 2 mixed drinks, whatever you call them.
Yep.
Right, 2 cocktails, whatever.
Yep.
After that, you can buy more, but you're going to have to pay extra.
And all the money from that sales of alcohol goes to Special Olympics, too.
Right.
Everything. Ooh, I like that. I like that.
Little musical thing going on.
That's cool.
Galen, I have a fun...
I just opened my door.
I have a fun topic for you today. There was an article printed in Business Insider on the Business Insider website, and it gave the things that successful people do the first 10 minutes of their workday.
Okay.
So I want you and Robin and I to tell about the first things we do.
Of their work day.
Of their work day.
Of their work day.
Okay. The things that successful people do the first 10 minutes of their work day, and then we'll see if we do any of these things, okay? Mm-hmm. First, though, how is the blood supply? What do we need to know?
We're good right now. We need, O negatives are really where we're short. So get out there and give the gift of life and donate blood, please.
What is that?
Did I lose you guys?
No, but what is that noise?
I'm inside. I just dropped my son off at school.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
I tried to time it. I don't know. It didn't work.
Are you inside the school right now?
I was inside the cafeteria.
The cafeteria. Okay. It sounded like...
Yeah, he goes to extended day.
It sounded like that bar in Star Wars. You know that bar in Star Wars? It's like...
Oh, yeah. The one on Tatooine. I can't remember the name of it.
All right. Well, the little mention of the need for blood is an important message, if not short, and it is sponsored by Penn Flooring.
I like that.
Penn Flooring provides quality customer service with a family touch for over 25 years. They can put some new flooring in your home or office, remodel your home from the floor up, put some beautiful stuff under your feet, and they can tell you anything you need to know about it. And you can see the samples for yourself at the showroom, which is at 1201 Southwest 17th Street, just over the McKay Williams Bridge. Thank Penn Flooring for sponsoring this. Also thank Palm Garden, right? They're still on here, right?
Palm Garden of Ocala.
Palm Garden of Ocala. There they are. They're having their therapy week, and you're going to hear about that right now when we come out of this break. So we'll do that after we come back. And then when we'll do that now. When we come back, the things people do the first 10 minutes of their workday. Successful people. We'll be right back.
Legally Yours, brought to you by Fuller & Fuller Attorneys at Law. On the air every Wednesday morning at 10:30 a.m. with John Fuller, a board-certified civil trial lawyer for over 25 years. John welcomes your questions, from business to complex family matters to legal disputes. So tune in every Wednesday morning at 10:30 a.m. for Legally Yours with John Fuller, right here on WOCA 1370 a.m. and 96.3 FM, The Source.
If you're anything like I was, the thought of getting older was the last thing on your mind. But here we are. For me, it started slowly. The lack of energy, never being in the mood. And when I was, I could never perform at my best. I tried the pills and other treatments with minimal results, and all but given up on my sex life. Then I found the doctors at New Male Medical Center. Wow, they made a new male out of me. Feel like I'm 25 again. I have renewed vigor, so much more energy, and no longer worry about my performance. New Male treated me like my situation was one of a kind, with a custom treatment plan that really works. I feel great. They can create one for you too. It does not matter if you suffer from low testosterone, erectile dysfunction, or just want to last longer. New Male will help you.
Call New Male Medical Center today at 352-404-4779. 352-404-4779. That's 352-404-4779. It will change your life. 352-404-4779.
As part of Therapy Awareness Week, Palm Garden of Ocala will be having an open house on Wednesday, September 23, all day long. Stop by the therapy gym, get something to eat, talk to the staff, try out some of the equipment yourself if you wear flat shoes, and discover what makes the rehab at Palm Garden so special. Palm Garden of Ocala is located at the corner of 27th Avenue and 34th Street. Stop by on Wednesday, September 23, and we'll see you there.
Do you drink bottled water because you don't like the taste of your tap water, or you suspect it's not safe?
Not anymore. I went to SafewayWater.com. Their water doctors make free house calls, and they are trained water treatment professionals.
If your water is under the weather or you're dealing with well water problems, call Safeway Water at 855-999-SAFE.
And be sure to drink plenty of water each day to keep the doctor away. Safeway Water.
SafewayWater.com. All right, 17 minutes after 8 o'clock. Thank you for tuning in. Galen Unold on the phone from LifeSouth. He is prepping himself for tomorrow's golf tournament. He is sure he's going to win.
I do need to hit the range today. I may have to go see my guy Dave, or Brad, I'm sorry, out at Pine Oaks and get a little tweaking on my swing. But yeah.
Do you know there is something to be said for the confident athlete, and here's how I know, because I mean, just because I'm not an athlete doesn't mean I didn't hang out with them. And I would go to some of the track meets, etc. And if a friend of mine would look at the other lineup of the other guys running the track, he would say, "Oh, I could beat them," and then sure enough, he would win. You know, and it's like, gosh, he has the confidence and he pulls through. So, So go in with confidence. That's the message, I guess, there, huh?
Well, a lot of times people have lost before they've even started, just because they've psyched themselves out.
And right.
Yeah, I mean, you, if you don't believe you can win, then you're not going to win.
And wasn't that the Muhammad Ali technique? He was trying to. He was the greatest, and he would tell them they were the worst.
Yeah,
you're going down.
I mean, his whole thing is that he beat you before you even got into the ring, and I mean, all you have to do is look at the Thriller or the Rumble in the Jungle, and that's a perfect example of. He had beaten his opponent before they even started. So it was pretty incredible.
So do you do that?
Yeah, I get in Dan's head easily. And there's a guy I play with. And we don't play against each other,
Right.
but I can get in his head in about 30 seconds.
But give me an example. How do you get in somebody's head? Get into my head.
You could say something, especially with golf. So you could say something like, "Wow, this hole really isn't good for your drive. You're going to need to hit a fade here, and you really need to be able to hit a draw." And something like that.
Make them
now
doubt
all I'm
themselves.
thinking about is, I don't want to hit a draw, and then they end up slicing it or snap hooking it. Yeah, it's not that hard.
Well, and
Wow.
Or you could say, "Wow, these fairways are just brutal." And all it takes is something like that to get into your head, where you're all very comes to the golf course.
But it doesn't.
We're not good, but we want to be good, and it's a fairly simple game.
But it doesn't always work. It doesn't always work.
Game.
Let me give you an example.
It works a lot.
Let me give you an example how it.
At my level, it works a lot. Not at the professional level, it doesn't work.
Let me give you an example of how it didn't work on me, because I'm a guy who always doubts himself. I always doubt myself, always, and somebody can make me doubt myself even more easily. It's just the way I am. Not that it's a good thing. I'm not bragging. I wish it wasn't that way, but that's the way it is. So when I was a much younger guy, I would go to these auditions in New York City. And when you went to an audition in a popular place, you were not the only person there. They were only going to hire one. Okay? And so there, I walk into these places, and I would see these guys with these guitars, and they'd be talking guitar like, I can't talk guitar. I don't know anything about them. I just know how to play them. Right? I couldn't tell you the B35A. I can't tell you it's a 1935 Stratocaster. I couldn't tell you any of that stuff. Right? And they would have the long hair and the beards, and they had that hippie look back in those days. Mm-hmm. And they look like rock stars. And I would be going, oh my gosh, I'm never going to get this job. Look at these guys. But then when it came time to audition, I'd listen to them go, holy cow, they're terrible. Holy cow, they're awful. And I can remember auditioning myself, and then the room would be silent, and the manager would come out from behind the door where he had already given up. Mm-hmm. I can remember these times a few times in my life, and it was like, wow, I was made to feel like I would never get this, and I got the jobs. Mm-hmm. So,
because you were good.
It doesn't always work, because I was always made to feel, for some reason, probably my own doing, that everybody is better than me at everything, mm-hmm. no matter what it is.
Yeah.
I mean, the same thing happens in radio. I get it all the time.
Yeah, exactly.
Where I do this every single day, but somebody who's done radio for like one summer.
Yes, exactly.
They know more.
That's right. Exactly.
Yeah.
That is just so
I think
stupid.
There's a professional level that it's very hard to psych somebody out, whereas, at our level of golf, it's pretty easy. So you don't practice every day like you do with your music and everything else.
All right, here we go. Ready for these are the things successful people do the first 10 minutes of their workday. I don't get any of this
stuff. It's going to take more than 10 minutes, Larry?
It might. I don't know. Number one, they reflect. The first time they reflect. When I get to, I don't reflect on anything. I just get to work.
Exactly.
Yes, you do. Yes, you do.
No, I don't.
You probably do it before you even get there. You start outlining what you're going to do during the day.
Oh, that's what reflecting is?
Yeah. You start trying to figure out, I need to do this today. I want to do this today. Oh, yeah, I need to talk to this person. Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Well, you do that every day.
You do that probably in the
That doesn't sound like reflecting.
No, it sounds like preparing.
That's what it is.
All right.
I think it's the same thing.
Okay, so the Business Insider says successful people build in quiet time and solitude first thing in the morning. They ask themselves, what did I accomplish? Huh?
Mm-hmm.
You do?
Yeah, I do that. Yeah, because usually the first 30 minutes of my day is the only time I have to myself where it's quiet. So
yeah.
Oh, okay.
That's when I make my spot of tea. I make my spot of tea. They take a moment to pause and be present. Number 2. This may sound like very Buddha-like. It says it's very Buddha. If you arrive at work and walk into a tumultuous situation with phones ringing and people clamoring, well, that doesn't happen to me. There's nobody here when I get here.
Yeah.
Right. Number 3, they get comfortable. Okay, I do that. I do get comfortable.
Yeah.
I do get comfortable.
Well, you have to.
Number 4, they organize their workspace area.
Mm-hmm. I do.
I do that before I leave.
I don't think I ever do that.
You know, I want to come back to everything where I need it. Yeah.
Well, you do that. You have all your papers in the same place every day. You put whatever
Okay.
it is.
Okay, I see what you're saying. Yes,
You
I do that. Okay.
That's your space right there.
They stretch, stand, and walk. Stretch, stand, and walk. Well, I do that whole morning long.
Yeah, I don't understand that one, but I'm always on the move. Once my day starts, I'm moving.
They review their to-do list and they prioritize.
Absolutely.
Well, I suppose I do that. I mean, I do prioritize. I have to make sure the news is done and the news bites and all that other junk is done. And this thing we call the Galen segment. That's what I
Yes.
make sure this is done.
That's it. That's right.
Now, I don't do this next thing.
Make sure Joe has his bell.
They visualize success. I do not visualize success. I just do it. I don't visualize it. Do you visualize?
And again, I think, yeah, absolutely. I think that's an important part, actually. I think you need to, if whatever it is and whatever you deem as, okay, what's going to make, what will deem a successful meeting or a successful day? And then I try to say, okay, if I accomplish these things, then it's a good day, then it's a successful day. Yeah, you have to state your goals, make your goals, and then make sure you achieve those goals.
Okay, and that sounds like the next one, which is they adjust and map out their day. They adjust and map out their day. They don't.
Priorities change.
They don't multitask.
Oh, they don't.
Ooh.
Multitasking in the morning when you have lots to do actually extracts energy, it says here. According to research at Stanford University.
Now, I during the day, I multitask a lot.
But this is the first 10 minutes
Yeah,
they're talking about.
absolutely.
The
The
first,
first
yeah.
10 minutes. No, I try to. I think broad picture first part of the day, and then I start prioritizing. Yeah, I understand what they're saying.
They anticipate distractions. I anticipate distractions.
I don't know how you do that.
Oh,
I'm
you
not
do
that
that.
far.
We do that.
Well, I can tell you how
Yeah,
I can.
I've seen him. I've seen him have somebody walk past the window and it was the next 5 minutes.
That's right. They say no. Now, this is an important thing. You have to say no. Yes, because if I have a publicist call me, like when I'm trying to put the news together, I have to say, you got to call me back. This is a bad time.
Yeah.
It happens more than you realize. They block out negativity. I do that all day long, though. People start talking negative about something.
Yeah, I think you have to do that.
By the way, whether you like John McCain or not, I saw a clip of him up against, not up against Donald Trump, but a clip of Trump and a clip of McCain. And when somebody was bad-mouthing the president to Trump, he didn't say, well, come on, he's not that bad. He didn't, you know. But when somebody was bad-mouthing Obama to McCain, McCain said, well, look, he's a good family man. I just disagree with some of his principles. So he didn't put up with the negativity. Just
Well, I mean, there's some two different guys completely.
Right.
One can one is worked within a unit, worked with people his whole life, and the other one has just bullied people his whole life.
All right, here's this next
You
one.
know, by the way, I read a paper that said that if Trump was just to have invested all the money that his father gave him, he would have more money today than he does now. And I got to wonder if that's true, but I read that in an article, and I was like, huh. That's
No,
crazy.
it's not true. According to the art of the deal, what did he get? $100,000?
Yeah.
He's got way more than $100,000.
Yeah, and then there are people questioning if that's really what he got from his father. So that was in the article as well.
The next thing I do all the time. They take the time to greet their team. I always do this.
Oh yeah,
You do.
Always.
Hugely important.
I say
Yeah.
goodbye when I leave. When I get here, there's nobody here. But when they arrive, I always say hello to everybody when I see them for the first time in the day.
Yeah, you do. You do. Very,
that's very
very
important.
people-oriented you are.
Let's see. The first 10 minutes of the day.
Yoda that right there.
What's that?
Robin just threw a Yoda out at us.
Robin does Yodas all the time.
Not intentionally.
Robin does Yodas all the time. They take a moment in the first 10 minutes to be grateful. I don't think I do that. I mean, I am grateful, but I don't think I take a moment to do it.
I try to pray every morning, but
Good for you.
Well, that's before I get to work.
Yeah.
That's before I get to work. I don't
that's
do,
what I mean. I once I get to work, Jesus is already with me, so I'm good.
They strategically, the last one, they strategically check their email. I do that. Strategically meaning if it looks like something that's going to waste my time, I'm not even looking at it till later.
Yeah.
So.
Sure.
All right, Galen, where is the Bloodmobile today?
Today, Bloodmobiles is at Lowe's out on US 40, so we'll be there all day.
Oh, okay. Excellent.
And you have a good time tomorrow playing golf. And anybody who wants more information about the Special Olympics, maybe you don't want to play or go to the party, but you want to know so that your child can participate, call Maria Roman at 988-7998. And that's for tickets for tonight. That's for the game tomorrow, the golf, and also if you want just information on Special Olympics. Or if you want to volunteer, should mention that too.
Need volunteers.
Well, have a great weekend. Have fun tomorrow, and I can't wait to hear on Monday what happened.
Yeah, it sounds good. I appreciate your time. Thanks, you guys.
I wish you were on Facebook. I could see it better.
Yeah.
Anyway, thank you, Galen.
Dan will put something up.
Right.
All right, bye, all.
Bye.
With his comments, now Donald Trump is under fire for something he didn't say at a town hall event, where a questioner commented.
You know, our current president is one. Right. You know he's not even an American.
We need this
birth
question. This is
certificates,
the first
man.
question.
But anyway, we have training camps.